Hi there, Cancer, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of May the 5th through to the 11th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. First up, we have the Nine of Wands reversed, followed then by the Death card in the upright, followed then by Queen of Wands in the upright. Next we have the Eight of Pentacles upright. And lastly we have Major Arcana Temperance in the upright. So for your overall energy, you have the Nine of Wands reversed. This is the Wounded Warrior in the upright position. This is where we have fought a lot of battles and a lot of challenges on the same topic. This could be that same conversation we keep having with somebody. For some of you, it can be that pesky health problem that just keeps popping up and won't go away no matter what kind of remedy we try. It can represent a challenge at the workplace or anything like that. But when the card's inverted, this is good news. This represents finally either the challenge has subsided or it has gone away completely. Maybe you finally found that remedy that was going to take care of that pesky health problem, or perhaps you resolved that conversation that you keep having over and over again. Whatever is going on here, there's some kind of relief attached to it. And it's probably due to communication because it points back to the Eight of Wands in the upright, which is all about communication. Maybe you finally broke through a communication glitch with somebody and you were able to successfully move on from that troubling topic. Right at the beginning of the week, you have the Death card in the upright position, which is a card that represents transformation. If we cannot transform something, it needs to come to its final end. So right at the beginning of the week for you, it makes sense with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Maybe some of you brought an end to something. Just said, you know what, I cannot deal with that person any longer. So this is done. I tried to work with them. I tried to transform this situation, but it just will not work. So it's time to bring it to its natural end. So maybe some of you are opting out, and that's why the Nine of Wands is reversed. For others of you, this could be unrelated to that. Maybe there is something else going on in your life. And what I always say, if you cannot transform it and make it work for you, it has to come to its natural end. So this could be a work situation, it could be a friendship, could be a relationship, could be anything that's going on in your life here, Cancer. But you've just kind of had enough. You've washed your hands of something, and it's because you've tried. And that's why that Nine of Wands is very significant here, because I feel like you have tried, but it just wasn't getting you anywhere. So maybe some of you decided to walk away. It could have been a job for some of you. It could have been, pretty much anything. Remember, these are just general reads. But something just needed to vanish. And the next card up is the Queen of Wands in the upright position. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, this could be an aspect of you, Cancer, especially if you have fire in your chart. This is all about taking action. Maybe some of you have taken action. Again, it could roll back to this same scenario. But for some of you, most of us have more than one thing going on in our lives in a week span. So this could be something completely separate. This can sometimes represent a friend, a family member who's maybe, prodding us and poking us to take action and to move towards something. Some of you, perhaps, you have a goal in mind and you want to be like the Queen of Wands and move towards it. It could have been that something was holding you back. It could have been a job. It could have been a relationship. It could have been a friendship. It was holding you back and you're just like, no, I'm done. You cut the tie and you've decided to just move forward. Which I'm proud of you. If that's the case, Cancer, give yourself a pat on the back, because sometimes we just need to do that. I will be doing a special astrology reading for you guys, probably June or July, because there's something pretty significant happening to Cancer on the astrology end, the end of your final descent, and we'll be talking about that in your, as soon as Jupiter moves into Cancer. That's going to be an interesting convo. stay tuned for that. Get excited for that. Moving on towards the weekend, we have the Eight of Pentacles here in the upright position, which is the worker bee card. This is where you have put a lot of time and energy into building something that has been paying off in a financial way. Now, for some of you, this could have been your home. Maybe you purchased a home and you've been working on it throughout the years. You've been living there and bringing it up to par. Our homes are our investments. So this could be a home that we're talking about, and you're furthering, advancing that. For others of you, this could represent just working really hard on a project that you're trying to bring up to, because remember, in the Eight of Pentacles, we're working super hard to get to the Ten of Pentacles, to have that big payoff. So it looks like you're working quite diligently here towards the end of the week. You're working on something. I have a feeling something was in, or someone was in your way here, Cancer. And that's why you had to move forward. You had to, get rid of these challenges. Because when we're constantly challenged by someone or a situation, it seems like it slows us down and it puts us back, sets us back. But it looks like you guys are taking charge of everything and you're just like going forward. Power to you. If you're doing that, let us know in the comment section below. I want to give you a thumbs up for that one. Last card you have is the Temperance in the upright position. See, this is where we're finding our tribe. We are now mixing and blending and having everything work beautifully. For some of you, this could represent you've been put in charge of an event. It could have been a family event or a work event or something like that. This is you being the organizer, taking everything under your wing and making sure that everything comes off beautifully, and it will with the Temperance here. It's also a beautiful mixing and blending of energy. I call it my baker's card. Some of you could be baking this weekend. Well, it is Mother's Day, so it could be that some of you are doing that. Others of you, this could simply represent some major healing going on the weekend for you. So it looks like you might have been through something here that was maybe a little bit difficult to deal with, but you know what? At the end, it looks like it's paying off here for you, Cancer. And it looks like that Temperance energy is bringing that healing for you. So, in closing, I will be pulling a card from the Gypsy Oracle deck. What do we have here for Cancer? We have House. House. See, like I said here, maybe some of you have been working on your home or your house. And it looks like you've got the debris out of your way now, and it seems like it's... I can't wait now to do next week's reading for you guys to see what happens as a result of you taking this action. So that's what I have for you. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I really hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and I hope that the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.